Yeah, so I'm reading this book called The Untethered Soul, and I try to read like 5 to 10 minutes of it a day, um, because it really opens your mind and really kind of gives you perspective on just our psyche, which consists of your ego. There's many different, like, I guess, ways to define it, depending on your culture or whatever, or psychology. But you have the conscious, subconscious, and then I believe there's one more part of the psyche. But your subconscious is basically sometimes is driving our desires, our habits, behaviors, reward system, all that. And our conscious is like who we really are. And sometimes, well, most of us, like, our subconscious drives us, and our conscious takes the back seat when it should be the other way around. That's why there's a lot of fear and like anxiety, you doubt, you talk yourself out of certain things and opportunities. That's just your subconscious, taking over. And the foundation of subconscious is your experiences in life, and those experiences usually involve pain in some way, form, shape, or another, whatever. And that creates the person that we are, right? Like how we speak, how we walk, how we talk, what we say, how we think, how we dress, our passions, our endeavors, like all these things, quote unquote, like things really aren't that important. What's most important is finding yourself and being content with self. And it's hard to do that when you got so many of these layers just stacking up, and your core is underneath that, and a lot of people, most people, even myself, I'm still digging through those layers and opening it up and really finding out who I am. And I think I did some digging, you know what I mean? And most of the time, like, for instance, like what's your trigger points? That's usually where to start. Like, what's triggering you to feel how you feel? What's triggering those thoughts when you're in certain situations? So like when, say for instance, if somebody says, bro, I really don't like what you got on, like, go change. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how you stepping out the house looking like that? You immediately, for some people, I know I used to really, really care about what other people think and say. And it's getting a lot better. I feel like I'm getting more true to myself and being more authentic with myself and understanding who I am and learning about myself. But before, it used to like bother me. Like, I used to get emotional about it. So like embarrassed or not good enough or I'm ugly or whatever the case may be, whatever thoughts that go through your head spark these emotions, because thoughts become things, right? And so then you sit on that and you dwell on that and you hold on to that pain. You don't just like let it go. That moment, like in that present moment, you literally like move on to the next thing, right? You hold on to it. It may sit in your heart for like 5 minutes. You may be thinking about it. At the end of the day, that particular moment, that day, you may end up bringing it back up in your head, and then what happens is you change the way you dress, right? Trying to fit in, trying to be accepted, and that is only going to build layers, right? And then that's going to bleed into every kind of aspect of your life. And as you get older, you realize your trigger points, and the way you figure these things out and the way you dig through those layers, you kind of sit down with yourself like, why am I feeling this way? I'm 30 years old, and why did I feel this way? Or what's causing me to feel this way? What are these emotions that I'm feeling when X, Y, and Z happens? Like, what point in my life cause this to be a trigger point, and that's how you sit down. That's when you need to sit down with yourself. That's why it's really good to sit down with yourself, you know, like 5 minutes out of the day, like really just let your thoughts go, you know what I'm saying, and really sit with yourself and think about nothing, you know what I'm saying. I know it sounds crazy, but that's why meditation is good, yoga is good. That shit's real. Like, you gotta, most of the times when you're frustrated or you feel unease, there's energy that needs to be released. You know what I mean? Pain is energy. It needs to be released in some way, shape, or form. And sometimes people release it the wrong way. Violence, you know what I mean? Murder, you know what I'm saying? Disrespect, neglect, you know, list goes on. Like, that's just from pain being released that's been built up so long, and you program yourself to only release it that way. You know what I'm saying? So, but I ain't gonna talk our head off. Just trying to give you guys some value, what I learned, my experiences, what I'm going through right now, how I'm improving myself, and trying to be more authentic with myself and other people around me, and just accepting what life has given me, and, you know, expecting, you know, nothing in return, man. Like, I say this over and over again, but it's really, that's like the foundation for me in my decision making. Like, you know, that's part of my principles, like, you know, and morals. Like, that's like the umbrella, you know what I'm saying? So, I hope that helps somebody out there. Comment below your thoughts. You know, let me know your trigger points. You know, let's talk about it. You know, comment below your trigger points, what you feel like rubs you the wrong way, because nothing should. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. Nothing should rub you the wrong way unless you're dying and you taking your last breath. Like, nothing should be rubbing you the wrong way. Like, keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're one speck in this entire universe that's just in the middle of nowhere. Like, who cares? You know what I'm saying? Like, who really cares? Nobody cares. You know what I'm saying? So why are you caring so much? But yeah, I'm actually about to run this salon, man. My feet looking crazy. My feet looking crazy. Like, if I show you guys, I'll probably lose 100 subscribers. Like, boy. But yeah, I need to get up in here, man. See what they can do, man. Because these feet needs a beat.